Every dream episode has been hugely popular, and this one is no different with an amazing topic. In this episode, we speak about a fascinating topic called lucid dreaming, which I'll admit that I really didn't know what it was all about. I know that our dream episodes are very popular, and you don't want to miss this one either. What is lucid dreaming? Can everyone lucid dream? How does lucid dreaming impact sleep? What are the benefits? How do sleep paralysis, vibrational states, and techniques induce lucid dreaming? And how can we help ourselves to move towards lucid dreaming? Also, is lucid dreaming another key towards manifestation? Understanding this can help you use your dreams to support your greater vision and transformation. Welcome to episode number 96 of the Sleep Whisperer podcast. Jaime Lundquist Munoz has been lucid dreaming since the age of 12. He was fortunate that his mom had some understanding about astral projection. At age 16, he realized that his dreams were guiding him to USA. When he came to the United States at 20, he was having more sleep paralysis, vibrations, and lucid dreaming. That prompted him to investigate more about the phenomena, and he found Michael Raduga and was able to attend his conferences in LA. He also opened a group, Astral Projectors, 15 years ago, where he guides people to understand their dreams and use lucid dreaming to support their vision. In case you missed our extremely popular meditation on episode number 95, which is the time travel to a magical land meditation specially curated by the Himalayan yogi. Awakening our inner child filled with innocence and wonder can magically bring with it the healing energy required to release deep stress. When we allow ourselves to experience this wonder of magical visualizations, we also bring with it the ability to feel fascinated and restore a pure energy from deep within. So don't miss that one, or take a listen to Lucid Dreaming with Jaime Lundquist Munoz. Hey everyone, I'm Deepa, Light Functional Medicine Practitioner, author and yogini, and you're listening to the Sleep Whisperer podcast, the only sleep podcast with conversations and meditations. I'm on a mission to share profoundly insightful sleep conversations with global visionaries that merge together functional medicine and ancient wisdom. Breathe in bliss through weekly guided meditations and let yourself enter the land of dreams. Together, let's unravel the pieces, get to the roots, and understand the right tools to transform your sleep completely. Through this podcast, I want you to dream the best version of yourself. It's time to regain hope and begin your sleep journey. Jaime, so excited to have you here today, and we are speaking about lucid dreaming to redirect dream energy for internal healing, and I'm always just excited and quite frankly, I have goosebumps when I do my dream-related episodes because I think they're so untapped even now with so many of you who are focused in this space. I don't think people truly understand what their dreams are about or how to actually use them. And I can personally say that I find my dreams are the doorway to creativity and redirect energy to whenever I'm feeling stuck. And I'm sure we're going to talk about some of this. But let's just have a little peek into your fascinating journey and how did you become who you are today?
Thank you, Deepa, for having me in your show. Yes, my name is Jaime Lundquist Munoz, and This is one of the topics I love so much because it's something like you said, it's a gateway, it's a doorway. So we can get into too much tap into, and a lot of people are not understanding how it works. So this is a very fascinating topic to explore and educate people. So it doesn't seem to be so scary, and we can have a more pleasant experiences in our dreams.
And what do you would, for someone who has no idea what is lucid dreaming, we've all heard about it, but truly I myself don't really know what does that mean. How is it different from when we say dream analysis or looking at your dreams? So what would you say is lucid dreaming, and how is it perhaps unique?
That's a good question. Let's start with that. Lucid dreaming is when we realize that we are awake in our dreams. Lucid dreaming is consciously waking up in your dream and knowing that you are dreaming, or explore, have some fun out there, and resolve issues that we might be having in our waking life. So that's an aspect of lucid dreaming that can be tapped into for our own benefit and healing.
So is that something, Jaime, that someone would need to, do you feel that anyone can have lucid dreams, or is it something that you actually have to go through and train yourself to have?
Good question. Deepa, everyone is able to do this. Everyone is able to lucid dream. We all do. Since we are born, we're dreaming. We're always dreaming. Now, some people have the ability to recall the dreams or become aware or awaken in their dreams. Some others has a little bit more difficulty because they just have not, let's say, practiced, or some people like to write journals and some others don't. So the people that likes to write journals, they develop more to remember anything because they are writing it down. Now, lucid dreaming, everyone can be trainable. We can train ourselves to remember our dreams. And when we do that, we are sending a message into our brain to become lucid in our dreams. So we can train our subconscious mind, our brain, to remember to wake up in our dream. So sometimes we can say intentions or affirmations before going to bed, like programming yourself, reprogram yourself to have an out-of-body experience or a lucid dreaming, or resolve any situation that you might be going through in life, and to find some solutions. So lucid dreaming, anyone can do it, to answer your question.
But Jaime, I was just going to ask you, you mentioned when we set an intention to wake up when we are dreaming and try to remember the dream. But quite often what I find is, and lately I've been doing this after having these dream conversations, and I know that these dreams, when I wake up and recall them, they're immensely insightful and almost like guiding forces on decisions that I need to make or something that has to be changed. But I do find post that I can't sleep again, and that's concerning to me because obviously I don't want to mess up my sleep. And so do you feel that it's setting an intention to wake up during a dream is counterproductive to someone who's having sleep issues and actually trying to sleep? And I know this is off topic, but I just wanted to understand, because I find every time I wake up and have these insightful moments that I've lost my sleep for the rest of the night.
Good question, Deepa. You know what? We actually don't lose any sleep because our mind is always working 24/7. Our mind doesn't stop. So when you go to sleep and you're not using your sleep time, your mind is still working, right? So worry about all the things that happen to the day, all the things that you might went through with someone. You recall something that happened to you, so your mind is always working, even when you're sleeping. You know, you might be angry at somebody, you did something that you did not like, and you're still thinking about it. So why not use that instead to become lucid and resolve situations and find solutions rather than keep it worrying. The other thing too is that I usually, when I say my intention, I say body asleep, mind awake. So that means my body is resting. I'm not going to be tired when I wake up. And because I had a nice lucid dream that is resolving any situation that I might have had that doesn't help me or is not healthy for me, then I'm going to work on resolving it there. And when I wake up, I'm going to be happier because I'm going to have a much better day rather than being worried all night of something that I had to face, I had to encounter the next day. So it's actually more helpful than anything else.
I think that's an important point that you make, because a lot of people who are struggling with poor sleep actually have a lot of unresolved trauma and lots of things bubbling almost within their subconscious mind, which probably is a big reason for why they have sleep issues. And that's a good differentiation. I'm glad you mentioned that. And let's talk a little bit about what are the benefits of actually experiencing lucid dreaming, because I know you mentioned a few, that we can resolve any kind of friction or something that's disturbing us from deep within. Personally, I don't know if this is true for generally, but I find that for me, it's really the gateway to open up channels of creativity. And I've been stuck in times where I really don't know what to do next in terms of something that I'm working on. And then when I wake up and recall these dreams, they're immensely insightful. I don't think I could have had such profound creative moments when I'm actually being awake. And it's almost as if, I tell my husband sometimes, it's as if someone put these ideas into my head and I just needed to download them via my dreams. And I don't know if this is true, but could you just tell us what are all the different benefits to lucid dreaming?
Yes, definitely. I love what you said about opening the gateway to creativity. Once you say that already, it's like opens up your imagination.
Yes.
For creativity. See, everything is about words, how you say things. Words have power. It's like putting a spell or an affirmation or a prayer, let's say, you know. So when you state the words, you speak the words, what is it that you want? The universe is already listening. It's watching, observing, and listening to what your request is. It's kind of like a genie in a lamp. You rub the lamp, the genie comes out and says, "Your wish is your wish." What is it the genie that says? Your wish is my command. Ask and it will. And the Bible says, "Ask and it shall be yours." So it's very important how we use our words when we go to sleep, when we are interacting with people, and how we speak to ourselves and how we treat ourselves with the words. So if you want to use lucid dreaming for creativity, before you go to sleep, you state what is your inquiry? What is it that you want to accomplish? So have a plan of action before you go to sleep. Because if you, like you say, a roadmap for guidance. So if you set up before you go to sleep and you set your intentions What is it that you want to do before you go to sleep to have a lucid dream? Then you are incubating that. You are preparing yourself to receive that. And you truly believe that it's going to happen to you. Then it manifests. That's the other thing too. That besides of the creativity and the healing and all the good benefits that we get through lucid dreaming, is also we can use it for manifestation, to manifest something that we want in this physical life. I will give you an example. I used to work at a restaurant, and for many years, and I finally, inside of me, I felt I am more than this. I'm ready to step up to my greatness.
Oh,
So
I
remember
love
going.
that.
I remember going into the refrigerator, the freezer of the restaurant, and I remember I fell on my knees and I did a prayer. I said, Lord, make me a businessman. I don't want to be 40 years old and working at a restaurant as a waiter. Nothing wrong with that. But I am ready to step up to my greatness. And I gave myself permission to become the great business owner I want to be. That night, I dreamt. The other business that I was working as a massage therapist, I dreamt that was going to be mine. And in my dream, it showed me to go and touch it and say these words: it's mine, it's mine, it's mine. I woke up so happy, jumping out of the bed, put my clothes on, took a shower, took clothes on, got ready, and went to work early so I could touch the walls before anyone else was there. I said, this business is mine, these chairs are mine, this cash register is mine, everything here is mine. The next day, I dreamed again, and I dreamed that the owners were going to call me to offer me the business. And within 3 days, the owners called me and they told me they wanted to offer me the business. That's when I pay attention to my dream.
Oh,
My dream is speaking to me.
I
But if I don't
love
pay
it.
attention, if I did not pay attention to my dream and I align my energy with what's happening out there, manifesting things, a portal opportunity open for me. Like you say, a gate open for me, opportunity. But you have to recognize that. You have to be in tune with that energy. And they offered me the business. So I went in, talked to them, and they said, this is what we want for the business. And I said, I need a couple days, to think about it. That night, again, I did an inquiry. Show me how I go about this, because I did not have any money. Where is the money going to come from? And in a dream, they show me how to do it. Move money here, move money there, use this credit card. And when I went to talk about how much to buy the business, I offered them what I felt it was what I could do and what I saw in my dream, because in my dream gave me a number. You know what? And the next day they called me and they accepted the offer and I became a business owner.
Wow.
Within 3 months. And that changed my whole life. My inquiry was change my life. I want to see something magnificent happening to me.
And I think, Jaime, it started with you just being so fearless. That picture of you in the freezer of the restaurant asking for that, it really rattled me, because there's so many people today who are actually in this situation where they're not really living out the passion in terms of their work. And especially, I think we need to be so sensitive to people and finances during COVID, because a lot of people have been impacted badly financially and they're really struggling. So, I mean, this is quite brave. I don't think a lot of people actually give themselves that opening to do something like that. And maybe it just begins with just at least thinking bigger than they are visioning for themselves at the moment. And wow, I mean, first of all, I'm so glad that it happened for you and you're where you are today, because we wouldn't be speaking as well if you had not been in that situation back then. And yeah, I must tell you, when you mentioned all of this, I actually hadn't thought about using it this way, and I don't think I use manifestation tools enough. I'm always second guessing things, and it's my husband is the voice in my head. Usually, the instead of what you'd see in a dream, I've got my husband telling me these messages that it's going to happen for you. But I think I'm going to bring attention to this, conscious attention to doing this for myself as well. And you did mention sleep paralysis. So can we go a little bit into that? Because you did tell me about fear, and I know that I've had dreams where I've been paralyzed by fear, and I've actually been stuck for a moment wondering, am I awake? Am I asleep? What's going on here? But I feel the fear immensely.
Yes, definitely. Yes, there's one thing about the this non-physical phenomena that start happening when we are going to sleep, that some people have reported experiencing, including myself, about the sleep paralysis, vibrations, something that you see in a corner, like there's someone standing there, or a black and with a hoodie. But you know what? It is very scary when you don't know what's going on. But once you understand and comprehend and educate yourself, what is that? Then it suddenly does not become as scary anymore, and then it enhances the experience. As an example, there's reported of sleep paralysis. But as we know, sleep paralysis is to protect your body from acting out your dreams, to protect you, right? So same with lucid dreaming. In lucid dreaming, when we are changing the vibrational state and we are entering into another vibration or frequency, then things start getting distorted. And then we start seeing things that is in our mind. Our mind is trying to figure out what is that, and then the mind will give it a shape and form, and that's when we see these figures. But in reality, it's just vibrations, the frequencies aligning with our vibration, so we can enter in that dimension or that phase or astral realm. So it's just adjusting the vibrations and frequency. So, and the paralysis start happening too. So, like I said, the vibrations start aligning with each other. So, in that way, there's nothing to be worried about and nothing to be fearful about it. Once, if you stay calm, it will pass. And what will happen is you're going to have an amazing experience. Vibrations is great because vibration is like a fuel. It's the indication that you're going to have an awesome, great out-of-body experience. And I covered the out-of-body experience because lucid dreaming is very tied up with also out-of-body experiences. And lucid dreaming, is inward. We're dreaming, and there's no there's no physical sensations in lucid dreaming. Out-of-body experiences, they are physical, non-physical and physical sensations, like earthquake sounds, engine sounds. You feel those vibrations going up and down, your energy, your chakras aligning, everything activating like you're a rocket to have an amazing experience. When we learn to recognize that, then the fears goes away. And then we open ourselves to our true selves, that we are powerful beings. We're more than this power. We're more than this physical body. And it's good to explore who we truly are as an energy beings. We're connected with the universe. The universe is energy. We are energy too, but for some reason, we're afraid to explore the side of us. We explore the physical, we learn everything about the physical, but we are afraid to explore the other side of us, that is energy. So anyone that has experienced sleep paralysis, vibrations, all this, if you permit yourself to experience them, then it will become part of you, and then it won't be so scary. Like when you like to travel a lot, right? You're not scared to go to another country because you've been there, you know, and you study and things like that. In the books, you can see the city, the country, or whatever. Same with this phenomena. If we study it and we prepare ourselves, then our mind, our subconscious mind, will accept that and will recognize it, so it won't be so scary.
And Jaime, I do want you to guide us actually through some of those techniques that we can use to induce lucid dreaming, because obviously for someone who finds this concept something very new, maybe they're just fascinated, but they're not anywhere near figuring it out for themselves. So would you be able to guide us through how do we actually get ourselves to know if we are lucid dreaming, and then get some benefit from? I mean, it has so many benefits for us. So I personally would love us to know from you on how might I start my night and how might I help myself to have lucid dreams.
Oh, that's wonderful. You know what? To start lucid dreaming, I would suggest to start from the day. How you start your day. If you start your day with lucidity and awareness, that's how you're going to have a great lucid dreaming. So start preparing yourself through the day. Go for a walk, take a deep breath, or even if you don't want to go out on the street and walk or something, because you can right now with what's going on around, then have a walk in your garden. Or if you have some plants in your house, walk through your plants and look at them in detail. Bring yourself awareness where you are and touch it and feel it. Start using your tactile. Some people can use visualization, and some others are not good with visualization, but are good with tactile. Go touch something and analyze it and see what is it. Like they look at a plant and give it, you see the little veins going on in the plant, you see the details. That's bringing awareness to ourselves. So that's what I say, start with during the day.
And I must ask you this, Jaime, before you go further, is that, on the show, we have these guided meditation, and one of the guided meditations which I have done is called Butterfly in the Chrysalis. And my husband did one called Journey to the Womb. And sometimes I play them to myself in the afternoon when I just want a little break from work. So I lie down on the floor and I listen to these meditations, and I find when I come out of these, and they're super short, they're just 10 to 15 minutes, but when I finish the meditation, I almost stop the meditation a few minutes before it ends, because I've had this amazing idea in amidst that meditation, and I just want to get up and put that down on paper. So do you feel that meditation also helps to prepare you for lucid dreaming?
Yes, that's perfect, what you just did. And yes, definitely. Once you do, let's say, the tactical or, the feeling of touching things, I meditate 4 or 5 times a day. And I do short meditations, 10 minutes meditations like you do. Also, doing my dishes, doing my laundry, to me, it's like meditation.
Yes.
But as long as you do it with awareness,
yes,
then that's meditation. We're so busy right now that we don't have time to sit down and meditate. So we had to accommodate that to our lifestyle now, the meditation. So bring awareness to yourself. do things that works for you. It doesn't have to be my technique. It doesn't have to be any other someone else's technique. Make sure you use the technique that works for you. You can tailor it to yourself that works for you. It could be the affirmations. It could be the meditation listening. I do that too. And sure, I do 10 minutes, 15 minutes, something that gets me inward, go inward and get me in the zone. And that's when creativity also start happening. And I'm so happy you get up and start writing it down, because that was what I was going to say next. Keep a journal, write down what comes to you, because you're getting downloads, like you said
Yes.
early.
Yes.
You mentioned it early. You get downloads and you got to stop and write it down. And if write it down is not available for you right away, record it, voice memo on your phone.
Ooh, that's what my husband told me 2 days ago. He said, why do you spoil your sleep? Just record a voice note and just continue sleeping, and then you can always revisit it in the morning. I'm so glad you mentioned that. And I must ask you, Jaime, is it also that, as I said, downloads? I feel someone's put those ideas in my head, and sometimes I feel I'm not really capable of having these profoundly creative ideas. So where are these actually coming from in lucid dreams that they can't come when we are actually conscious and walking around? Why is it so much more creative in that space?
Yeah, the creative of us and the creative in, we are creators. We are constantly creating. As we speak, as we move, we're creating. Every movement you do, you're creating something. You're disturbing the energy to creation, because we're creators. So there's always going to be something coming to you. It's up to you to pay attention to it or let it go. So that's what is good, that you are very conscious of it and you start writing it down. You get those feedbacks, those downloads, and you are aware of it. That's why I agree with your husband too about don't disturb your dream, just record it and continue, because you might get more, and then conscious that you're gonna record it so you don't lose your train of thoughts or what's coming to you. Because sometimes a lot of things come to me and I don't have time to write them down. So I record them and then I come home and then write them down. And that is great too for if you want to write a book, because that you already don't lose your thoughts, your downloads. You have it in your voice memo.
Yes.
Yeah. So it is a great idea to, and where is it coming from? Like I said, we're creators and the universe is listening. The universe is energy, and energy is information.
But why is it so much more profound in the lucid dream versus just our regular selves in daily life?
Oh, that's an easy question right there. That's an easy answer. It's because in the lucid dream state or the out-of-body experience state, everything is enhanced.
Oh, right.
The perceptions,
Yes.
everything enhances, because we are into that vibration and frequency. So they're like waves of information. So they're more, we can see and feel and hear and with more awareness.
You know, Jaime, this brings me to think about, there's a saying that when someone is blind, and that their other senses get heightened. So it's maybe because in our sleep, we're not actively using our basic senses that other subtler aspects become so heightened.
Exactly. That's what I said. It's good, great idea to educate ourselves, to learn, to tap into these senses that we don't use. But
Yes.
it's part of us. It is part of us. We're born with that. It's encoded in our DNA, and it's part of who we are we're part of the supreme, being. So why not use it? I mean, it's a tool that we all have, and we're born with it. And all we have to do is train ourselves to do it, as we train ourselves to be able to live in this world, in this physical world. So why not train ourselves to be also understanding the non-physical?
And I have one final question for you, Jaime, which is how can we use lucid dreaming to help us with manifestation? I know you spoke about your story right at the start, but you were conscious when you went into that freezer and you just sat down and said that. But how might we use it? Could you just guide us through? I personally would love to know how can I improve my manifestation magic through lucid dreaming.
Yeah, you know what? It's very easy. Write things down. What is it that you want, or what is it that you want to accomplish? So write it down, speak it out. Like I said, speak it out. Um, when you're in the shower and the water is hitting you, I usually open up my arms to receive, to
I
manifest
love
something I
it.
want. And as the water is showering me, I imagine this golden light coming through me. And that's when my brain lights up like in a golden light. And that's when I know the universe is opening up. I need to speak my words before it goes away. Because there is a moments that the doorway opens up, or those gates of manifestation of opportunities. If you don't recognize them when they're open, they closes, and then it goes the opportunity to someone else that recognize that gate, the opportunity.
So if I write something down, Jaime, do you suggest that I keep it somewhere until it actually happens? What if it's something that I'm visioning for myself, which is going to happen a year later? Do I keep it written until then, or do I throw it away? What do I do?
You can. Oh, you know what? There's many things. It's what works for you. There is no right or wrong. You can say your intentions. You can have a vision board. You can take a picture in your phone. It's like a tree. You can have it in imagine, visualize in 3D. You can write it down and then burn it. Whatever works for you.
Can I
Remember,
keep
we're
it
the
on my
creators.
table so that it
You can do whatever
inspires
you
me?
want. Yes, you can do whatever you want. You can put it in that you can see it. Sure. I have things around my house that will remind me of things I want to accomplish. I want to write a book, so I have books everywhere, about lucid dreaming, about manifesting things, to remind me of things. It's wonderful to have ideas, great things around you that will remind you that you want to accomplish.
I know that the idea for my book came in such a situation. It just popped into my head.
Yes, there will be the moment you become aware of that you want to manifest. That's when you start aligning yourself with the energy of the vibration that you want to manifest. So if that's what you want to do, then listen to podcasts, read books about it, take a class on how to write a book, let's say. Talk to other people that are also writing books. Get yourself aligned with that energy, and that will help you manifest.
I think that's important, Jaime, because a lot of people don't perhaps bring attention to the fact that there is some level of balance between surrender and the work that we actually put in, because that's the energy that's going to drive what is happening to us. So I think it's very important to actually do the work. And I'm so glad you mentioned that it's not just visioning something and then sitting and waiting for it to happen, because you mentioned it as aligning your energy, and I would probably look at it as you need to do the work if you want it to happen. But it sounds more beautiful the way you put it, that work is just aligning the energy for greater things. I think that's what you encapsulated for us. And anything final to share with us, Jaime?
Well, real quick, Deepa, this is a very important point you just made, and I don't want it to just leave it like that, but the important thing is to do the work. Energy is equals action. The things you can ask for anything, But if you're sitting on the couch waiting for that and to come to you,
yes,
you're gonna stay there for the rest of your life.
yes.
But say your intentions, what is it that you want, but also get up from that couch or the bed or where you are and start acting like it's yours already. And go for it.
Yes, I love it.
I want to do so many things, and I'm aligning myself right now at this moment with the things I want to do. So I am taking classes online. I got myself a coach to coach me on something I want to do. I want to learn about business, so I'm taking classes about business online. And I want to learn more about spirituality, so I have a guru that also guides me. So you align yourself with all kinds of people that can help you manifest that you want to become.
Yes.
No, I'm not going to sit here and tell you these beautiful things, and I'm going to wait for the universe to make it appear right here, like the genie in the lamp, and that's it.
Yes, yes. I think
so that was a very
that's
important
an
point.
important thing that we need to leave people with.
No, take action. Take action.
Take action, and then also create the magic, because then when the two come together, it's profoundly transformational.
Yes. So my advice is that that you want to manifest, and if it comes in your dreams, that's when you take action. Go for it with faith and believing that it's happening. Not that it's going to happen, but it's that happened right now. That is yours. See it as yours already.
And Jaime, we have a show mantra, so I want you to complete our show mantra. We have all our guests complete the sentence, which starts as, if sleep is the new medicine, then how would Jaime complete that?
If sleep is the new medicine, lucid dreaming is the cure.
I love that, Jaime. Thank you for a great conversation. Where can people find you if they want to know much more about lucid dreaming?
Yes, I have a group in Facebook called Astral Projectors and Lucid Dreaming. They can also find me with my name, Jaime Lundquist Munoz, on Instagram. And in the future, I am working on creating a program for lucid dreaming and educate people. So stay tuned with that. And I see in the future, I see a book coming out. So stay tuned with that too.
I'm sending you all the energy for manifesting your book, Jaime. I'm sure I'm going to look forward to reading it. And I plan to join your group as well, because I love to have discussions around lucid dreams. But thank you for giving us your time and for a warm and wonderful conversation. It was an utter pleasure speaking with you.
Oh, it's such a pleasure to be here. And thank you so much for giving me this opportunity with your audience. And yes, I'm going to be looking forward to more. I will add you to the group so you can see and explore new things, you can have a great journey in the lucid dreaming. In the group, there's great authors of books in the Astral Projection group. So anyone interested, just I will add them. So I'll be very happy to do that. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I hope you enjoyed the show today. Just a reminder that this podcast is for information purposes only. It is not a substitute for professional care by a doctor or otherwise qualified health professional. This information is provided on the understanding that it does not constitute medical or other professional advice or services. If you are looking for personal help on your health journey, do seek out a qualified professional. Please do make your own healthcare decisions based upon your research and in partnership with a qualified healthcare professional. It is in no way intended as medical advice or a treatment or cure for any condition. Be sure to always directly work with a qualified practitioner before making any changes to your diet or lifestyle that may feel out of your realm of comfort or understanding. If you are looking for an allied functional medicine practitioner, do seek out more information on www.phytothrive.com. It is important that you have someone who is qualified and understands your health personally in order to provide adequate care, especially when it comes to chronic health conditions. Be sure to subscribe to the Sleep Whisperer podcast on your favorite podcast app to get each episode as soon as it launches.